we're gonna have a serious conversation about Blac Chyna and Rob Kardashian. And
Oh, I thought for a second I thought Blac Chyna was actually like dishes, and it
well,
was from like the black market for some reason. I don't know
could
why
be
I didn't think of the person.
it could
Like
be the
that's how extreme away from the topic I got because I'm not concerned with what the actual thing that you're about to talk about is. That's crazy
well,
how
it
far
could
my
be
mind
well,
jumped.
I mean, it could be like the Compton of China, right? So the black part of China. But anyways, Blac
Also,
Chyna,
that I didn't think about that either.
there you
That's
go.
also more would be more important and relevant in my life than what we're about to talk about. But that's okay.
Well, I find it interesting only because Blac Chyna is a frigging legend. Okay, I said it. She's a legend. She has mastered the art of the finesse. Her range for spotting a simp is impeccable. She could be laying in her bed, face down in her pillow, and spot a simp on the other side of the country. That's how good her game is. And she found one in Rob Kardashian. Obviously, we know the story. These two had a show. And according to Blac Chyna, if you let her tell it, because they're in court right now, the whole reason they're in court is because the Kardashians is trying to block her bag. Allegedly, Blac Chyna was signing some paperwork. She thought she was re-signing for a second season of her show, but Kris Jenner finessed that paperwork, again, allegedly, to basically say, nah, the show is done. And she got paid $130,000 plus another $370,000, right? So upwards of like half a M. But she didn't, according to her, she didn't know she was canceling her show. So that's why
Right.
they're in court right now. And of course, more backstory to that. Rob and Blac Chyna nasty split up. Rob leaked nude pictures of her, a stripper. How do you leak nude pictures of a stripper and that's offensive? But anyways, put it on Instagram. Instagram took it down. Rob posted it again, and they showed the pictures recently in court because Blac Chyna was like, "Look at what this family's putting me through," and
Right.
apparently she broke down in tears because her son had to, see these. And I can't help but think of the Kim Kardashian reaction to when her son seen this supposedly new sex tape being advertised on some website, and Kim broke down in tears. And
Right.
I just have to, and the only reason why I want to talk about this, and this is more of a lesson to the women, we have a few women subscribers, but this is more of a lesson to you guys. Listen, if you're going to do something that you cannot explain to your children in the future, if you have them, don't do it. It's called a conscience. It's like, I could go out and do A, B, and C, but this might happen. And then you make your decision. How could you not know that this would be something you would have to explain later on in life? So the tears that Blac Chyna was shedding in court when they showed the picture, that's why I said she's a master finesser. She don't give a F. She's just playing into the emotions because she wants to win this court case. She does not care at
Right.
all.
Yeah,
I tip my hat to her.
Blac Chyna definitely is a legend in that game for sure. When you put it like that, I was sitting here, I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, she is. She did finesse a lot of guys in the industry, like a lot of guys. Every time you see her with a different guy, to a point where I feel like hip hop celebrities were just renting her for clout at one point and pretending like they were in relationships with her for one point. But there's so many aspects to this story. There was something I heard about her the other day where there was something where she was said that she was holding a gun to Rob's head, and in her own words, she was just joking when she did it. They were just playing around, it wasn't loaded. She was just showing it off for her friends on FaceTime and playing around with Rob, a gun to his head. So, Blac Chyna obviously feels that she can do and say a lot of things and get away with it. And, I guess this is one of the times where it's not working out. The Kim Kardashian thing, at this point in 2022, I kind of feel bad for her because it's like, I remember things that I did when I was in my early 20s, late teens. I remember things that I did. And if I was a celebrity, I would have regret if some of that stuff was on film. Would I have been willing to film it at that time? Probably, because at the time it would have been like, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, if there was social media back in the day, for sure you would have seen me before it was legal on social media somewhere smoking some weed, doing something like that. You know what I mean? And imagine if the laws went the opposite way and we just became more illegal. And I stopped a few years ago, but then they go find the video for me when I was in my early 20s smoking some weed, and they tried to use it against me today, and they saw it against me today. Yes, I did it. Yes, it was something that happened. But do I want to live with it for the rest of my life? Something that I made a decision just because I was famous? No, it's not something I want to live with for the rest of my life. So I feel bad for Kim Kardashian because when she was doing that at the time and all of that stuff, she probably was like, you know what, this is cool. I know girls that in regular life that film sex tapes around that age, they get older. They're like, no, we're not doing that no more. You're not filming me on your cell phone no more. Right? They learn, but it comes with time. And with Blac Chyna, hers is just straight up. She's just dumb. She's just a dumb bitch. That's just like, I don't know how else to put it.
Well, I mean,
she tried to finesse these guys for money, and she
but she
continued to do it.
is, and
She's
she's
mad.
doing it successfully, though. But she's
She's
doing it
mad.
successfully.
It's an abusive relationship she was in with this guy, man. You got to get them off TV.
Well, I'll tell you this, and we can end it here, right? Because we don't have a woman on here, so you know what I mean. Like we got it. It's hard to speak to it too thoroughly without getting that perspective. But just to make put a point in it, Kim cannot talk about regrets or anything like that. Why? Sure, she filmed the tape, but her mom negotiated. Her mother negotiated the sex tape with Vivid for millions of dollars. It's one thing to make a decision in tape and have sex and regret it later, but then when you bring it to your parent and then they negotiate that with a major distributing company, no, that was planned. And so no, you shut the fuck up.
Great
no
investment.
Tears.
Great investment.
And it worked. So
Great
no
investment.
tears allowed. No tears allowed.
Look at the return on that one. The whole family got rich.
Like, there you go. Or richer.
That's the biggest return.
But Blac Chyna, I see what you're doing. Your crocodile tears might work. You're definitely going to get some sympathy from the public, those who don't know their crocodile tears. But will you actually win in your court case? I don't know, man. It's the Kardashians. They're super rich. They have a I'm assuming, very, very strong legal team. Kim Kardashian heading that up, of course, and that's a joke. But I don't know. We'll see how this plays out. All I know is Blac Chyna, you're an ultimate finesser. And any dude who has money, who gets with a Blac Chyna, generalize it here, you know what you're in for. And if you don't, well, you must be sleeping under a rock. Viewing public, what are your thoughts here? Blac Chyna, Rob Kardashian, and did this thing happen with the gun to the head, even if it was unloaded? That's crazy.
Yeah, they talked about it in court. That's where it came out.
Gun to the. This is.
But yo, hold on. She was just joking, though.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, she was just joking. So
I got it.
Don't take it too seriously, okay? She was just playing around.
It's just like, you know how many kids have killed themselves accidentally with a gun this year alone?
Double standards. The confidence to just admit to, listen, whoever her lawyers are, fire them. Fire them immediately. What lawyers let their client go out and say this publicly? What lawyers? Fire your lawyers, because you're going up against the family of a man who was deemed at the time one of the greatest criminal defense lawyers ever. A part of the team that got OJ.
Cochran.
Part of the team that got OJ
acquitted.
I'm trying to find the right word.
Acquitted.
Here.
If the glove don't fit, you must acquit.
Well, Johnny said it, but maybe Rob wrote it. You never know. But anyways,
he had a ghostwriter.
Hey, listen, that's why you put people on your team. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's funny. Viewing public, what are your thoughts here, man? Leave it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Gun to the head. Who are you rooting for in this one? You see what I did there? Blac Chyna or Rob Kardashian? All right, deuces. Okay.